Hi, everyone. How you guys doing? Feeling great today? Okay, thank you for joining me on this webinar today. I know a bit last minute. We just announced this like 2 days ago. Oh, thank you all of you here for tuning in. Okay, on my side here, I can see the chat box here. Wow, so many of you here logging in today. Okay, why not we start this by you telling me which country you're from? Type in the chat box right now. I saw Ruth from Philippines, Pin Wong. Okay, Pin Wong, and then CK Pui from. Okay, I lost track. The chat is too fast. I saw, okay, Argentina, United States, Singapore, Netherlands, Indonesia. Yeah, pardon me. Already, my eyes cannot catch up that fast. Okay, I see Canada, Singapore, Hong Kong. Okay, Susanna from Canada. Nice. Australia, AG from Australia, Marta from Texas. Okay, Desina from UK. Okay, wow. Mexico, I see Eleonora, Nora, Veronica, Philippines, Cambodia as well, Dalin from Cambodia, Alexandra from Malaysia. All right, so Ingrid from Switzerland. Okay, all right, great. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for joining me here today. And as usual, every webinar that I did, I would like to share with you something special. Do you want to learn something new, something special for today? Okay. And why we do this is so you can actually have a better understanding about Chinese metaphysics. Because in this industry, as you know, a lot of people actually they have a different approach of using Chinese metaphysics, and some of them they are using their own creative way to do it. And a lot of people wondering, what is the real way of practicing Chinese metaphysics? What is the origin? All right. So therefore, part of my mission is to help people to get to the source, to the origin of Chinese metaphysics information, so you can actually use it to help you to improve your life. So exactly the same way that how people did it for the last 2,000 years ago. Okay, so and the reason I actually keep actually talking to people a lot of metaphysics simply because I found it work for myself 8 years ago, and I discovered this stuff is really, really powerful. So from that point onwards, I decide to actually talk and share whenever I have time with everyone that I could possibly get in touch with. Okay, so and for some of you are new to this, probably this is the first time you're joining this kind of webinar. Why not you let me know first? Right? How many of you here? This is the first time here. Type the word me. Yeah, type the word me. First timer. Okay, all right. Robin. Okay, I saw a few of you. All right, I think the rest of you have attended this multiple times. So Yang Tan. Okay, all right. So for those who are, this is the first time, and probably you also don't know why you're here. So let me just introduce myself a little bit. For the first timer, my name is Iverson Lee. I'm a consultant, instructor, and speaker from Joey Up Consulting Group. So my whole day is actually spent on consulting. So I'm going to use Chinese metaphysics subjects to actually give advice to people. How do they navigate their life? How do they solve problems? How to become more happier, especially in today's world? How many of you want to be more happier? Just 10% from where you are right now. Yeah, I think it's great, right? Yeah. So, and I also use this tool to help people to actually understand their true talent inside, so they can live a life that they truly deserve, right? Because a lot of time people are alive, but they are not awakened. They're still dreaming, right? They just go through dabble. But yet some people, they find happiness through identifying their great potential. So as a coach, part of my responsibility is to help them to actually realize those potential. That's what I do. That's why I like what I'm doing daily, because the thing that make me feel so happy and fulfilled is when I receive thank you notes, from my clients, right? That they see results. So, and that is what I do, right, as a consultant. But beside a consultant or coach, I also like to teach. Yeah, this just like what I'm doing today. Today, I'm going to do a free sharing to all of you here. Hopefully, can help you to ignite certain interests and find a new way to use to improve your life, right? So, and some of you follow me for quite some time, right? The way I use Chinese metaphysics will be slightly different from others because I'm focusing on application, right? I'm more into result oriented because I think that 95% of the people, they are not actually interested in mastering the art. Right? They just want their life to become better. Agree? Right? Only a small percentage of them, they want to do this, like they want to spend like 10 to 20 years, yeah, learning all the technical things. But most of us here, which in fact, that's the same reason I got started 8 years ago, is I want to create a better life for myself. So this is the group of people that I like to talk most about because these people, they are hungry, right? They're willing to make a change. Because as you know, doesn't matter what is your astrology chart showing you, if you do nothing about it, yeah, because the chart is not a guaranteed chart. Okay, you must participate on it. So first of all, I'd like to know how many of you here committed to greatness. Yeah, you know that you are different, right? There's a special mission. Yeah, there's a reason you are put in on this earth right now. And you know nothing can hold you back. And you're willing to do whatever it takes to realize it. Yeah, so you can make impact, you can love, you can offer more love to the others. All right, great, great. Okay, so with that commitment, with that intensity, with that mindset, then you can use Chinese metaphysics well. So now, what we're going to talk about today here. Today, we're going to talk about 3 BaZi secrets, yeah, to thrive in the world of in the new world. So, and first of all, some of you probably very new here. You might wondering, hey, what is this BaZi is, right? BaZi basically is a user manual. Okay, so let me show you. You need to get this chart ready first before we continue. So, and let me show you on the screen first. This is the chart. Okay, there's a link there. So all you need to do is just to actually click on the link or scan the QR code. And then all you need to do is just key in your date and time of birth. And you're going to get your own chart. Yeah, this chart is personalized, is actually to you, uniquely to you. All right, so you'll be very different. So, and it's free, by the way. After today's session, you can actually plot your family's chart, your friends, your boss, or even your enemy chart. All right, so there's a link here. It's joeyup.com/BZ chart. Okay, so you're going to get your BaZi chart here. So, and this chart here is let me explain to you a little bit about this chart that you are having right now. So this chart is actually, I would regard this as a life user manual. Because all of us here, we are born, we don't actually come with a user manual. Yeah, imagine every baby, they come with a piece of user manual, actually documenting all the strengths, weaknesses, how to troubleshoot, what is the potential. Would it be cool? Right? But we are not given this. Right? We are not handled with a user manual. So how do we learn about ourselves? Guys, how do we learn about life? Through what? Yeah, through the process of growing up, right? Through try and error, through pain, through mistakes. Agree? Right? So, and therefore, BaZi chart is help us to actually know a lot of stuff so we don't need to go through the pain and the process, by actually help us to identify what we are already great in doing so we can start young, right? So I think that even you don't have this user manual, if you live long enough, I'm sure you will know your talent and your strength, isn't it? Make sense? Right? But probably the time you're already like 70 to 80 years old is probably too late. So the reason I use this chart to help people is to help people to compress time, or reduce trial and error. So if you know that you're not a great accountant, yeah, maybe you can do something that actually align to your talent. Maybe you are a great marketeer, right? Would it be cool rather than you spend like 40 years of your life doing crunching numbers, only you know that you lack of passion on it and you're still wondering why you're not doing well in your career? Make sense? All right. So, and not only this, not only career, and also it becomes a form of your own, I would say, nature, your own character. It helps you a lot in shaping your investment direction and also who you love, right? How do you interact with a loved one and your health? So basically, it helps us to plan properly what all the major important aspect in our life. Yeah, that's the whole purpose of this user manual. So now, do you have this user manual right next to you? Before we get started, you need that, right? Because today I'm going to share with you how to use this piece of user manual. Okay, type the word yes if you're ready. Okay, so now, why I'm going to tell you how to use the puzzle to thrive in the new world, because I know that the new world I'm talking about is the post-pandemic, right? You know that for the last 2 to 3 years, the world changed in so fast, more than any years prior to that, right? So therefore, a lot of people confused, a lot of people struggling, and some people still finding, trying to find a way of footing or to actually establish themselves in this world in terms of their career or starting their own business. So, and therefore, I would like to use this session to help to bring more clarity. So, how do you benefit from this new world? Yeah, because I noticed that 90 to 95% of the people, they are short-term thinker. Agree? They just want to solve their present pain. If they don't have a job right now, they say, okay, I want to find a job. Right. So if let's say you are struggling with financially, you say, I need to make money first. Right. So I'm not saying it's wrong, but most of the time, why short-term thinker might not be very beneficial, because the moment they make some money, their drive disappeared. Agree? Right. Just like someone say, okay, I'm very fat, right? I'm going to lose some weight here. So the moment you lose like 5 kilograms or 5 pounds, then the hunger disappear. They're short-term, right? But when it's a long-term thinker, they look beyond all the pain they are having right now, so they can plan ahead. Long-term thinker basically means that whenever they do something, for the first 2 or 3 months, they might not see anything at all, but they still continue, right? But in the current era right now, what we want everything happen instantaneously. Agree? Like, for example, Amazon Prime. They want, once they order, how many hours they expect the item to deliver to the doorsteps. Yeah, you live in the States, you know what I'm talking about. Right? Yeah, not just same day delivery right now. They're expecting in certain hours, right? Probably 3 hours. So therefore, somehow the culture set in a way that if things is not happening right now, it's not going to happen. Agree? Make sense? You see a lot of people, they are very short-term thinker. They want everything fast, right? If they go to exercise today and after 1 week they don't see any result, they say, no, exercise is not working, I better pop in a pill or something to get a quick fix. So, but that's not how, but I noticed that all successful people, they are long-term thinker. So we want to thrive in a new world. I may invite all of you here, to think slightly longer term beyond your current, I would say, discomfort right now. I know a lot of us struggling. I'm not saying that the pain is not real, it's still there. But if you're able, to actually see it slightly long term, you're able to plan a better thing, you're able to persist, you don't give up so easily. For example, like if you're talking about investment, people know that investment is important, right? Yeah, but yet people don't do it because they don't see result immediately, right? They're long term. Yeah, but after a few years, they don't do anything, they only say, oh, I regret, right? Just like health, right? Even you actually diligently change your lifestyle for the first 1 week. Do you see any difference between you and someone that is unhealthy? No, almost the same. But if you repeat the process for like 6 months and 1 year, then you see a huge difference, right? Yeah, so that, but people normally give up. Why? Because they don't see results. So this, I want to try to tell you, encourage you to look more longer term, just like me last time. Some of you probably already knew my background. Previously, I was a programmer, right? So, and then I'm not happy with my work. I'm struggling, emotionally, because I say, what I'm doing here, right? Every Monday, it seems like a bad day for me because I don't like to go to work. So, and I look at my chart and butter chart, just the chart you're holding right now, but I'm using my own date of birth. I discovered that my chart actually can pursue the path of coaching and teaching, right? So therefore, I decided to change, right, from a programmer where I used to sit in a room looking at the monitor screen, and then I would change my career to be someone who is a teacher talking to a room full of audience. Tell me, is it a very different nature in terms of my work? Very different. Because as a programmer, I don't need to talk to anyone. I only need to talk to the monitor. And I feel uncomfortable to transit because by nature, I'm not an extrovert. Yeah, I'm more an introvert. I like to do my own stuff, right? So you ask an introvert to stand on the stage to talk to people, it'll be a huge challenge. So therefore, that time I feel uncomfortable, but I tell myself that time, never mind. I persist, right? I persist doing it. But after 3 months, nothing happened. Okay. So think about this. If I were to think short term, will I give up or not? Will I blame my child, say, how come? Yeah, you asked me to actually become a speaker, but there are no result. And to add insult to injuries, not only I don't see results, I receive a lot of criticism. Okay. A lot. They're going to tell me something like this. Iverson, you're not cut out for this, right? Why not you go back to your old profession? Yeah. And those people that criticize me, some of them are someone that I respect. Yeah, not just strangers, Yeah, can you actually feel what I felt that time? Right? I feel crushing inside. I don't know what to do. Right. So, but that time I say, hey, yeah, luckily that time I met some mentors around as well. You say that things are changing. It's just that you cannot see by your naked eyes only. Things are changing slowly. Right. So, and I follow, right? Because he said think longer term. He told me that you want to create anything great in life, you need to think long term. Because 95% of the people didn't. That's why you see only 5% of the people able to achieve their goal, right? And whenever I say achieve their goal, doesn't mean you need to become a billionaire, right? So do you guys realize you need to be a billionaire to become happy, right? So I think the society somehow conditioned that you must become a billionaire. No, achieving my goal means that reaching what you want. Yeah, be the best who you are, right? Maximize your skill. Create the life that you wanted. And your requirement could be very different from everyone else, right? Do you guys understand this? So are you the 95% or you the 5%? So today, I want you to think about this, right? Yeah, this is the first thing you need to think. Are you the 95% or the 5%? 5%, you might not see results and no one encourage you. No one tap you back in your shoulder, tell you, hey, yeah, you're making progress. No, even you have some haters. Yeah, but you need to actually have unwavering faith moving forward. Yeah. Because if you rely on your mind keep telling you stupid stuff, right? Every day. Today, he tell you certain things, tomorrow tells other things, right? So if you rely on your mind, you got issues. So you need to tell yourself from the start, when you embark a path, I don't care about what my mind telling me every single day because they keep changing. Do you realize that your mind keep changing, keep telling you different stuff every single day? Not even a day, right? Sometimes between hours, they already tell you something different, right? So if you rely on that part, I think you're going to change a lot in your decision. And then now you're going to a right, sometimes going to a left, right? So you'll get distracted. So what I mean here, long-term means you go through an unwavering faith, a path you never change. If you want to complete, you want to experience the journey in life, you need to go straight, right? Go straight, pursue your path because the world is round, right? If you go straight, eventually, don't you think you make the whole circle of the globe, right? That is a metaphor. Now you experience life, you keep changing, you cannot improve. So therefore, I discover, hey, this is a great metaphor, right? If I keep going forward, eventually, I got to complete my whole world journey. I experience so many things, right? If I keep changing, I'm always in the same spot all the time. So that's what keep me actually doing this. And after 3 years, I start to get the hang of it, right? So I can start to teach. And then that's how I get these opportunities to share all this information with you. Okay, so that is the butter chart. So the first thing here, when I mentioned thrive in the new world, in order to thrive, you need to be long-term thinker. Why? Because the new world that we are talking about is a very tough world. Tough. Right? So I'm not being negative here. I'm being realistic here. See things as it is. Do you guys agree now it's more tougher than any period in history in terms of even financially and also for business, right? So, and in metaphysics, yeah, you want to thrive in a tough world. If you be a short-term thinker, you're not going to succeed because you keep changing your camp. So what I need to do when we actually talking about the new world, we are talking about in metaphysics, we call this period 9. Let me share with you first. All right. So as we are talking right now, we're already in the period 9. So period 9 is a period of if you learn metaphysics, you know the attributes of period 9. So for now, to benefit some of you that are very quite beginner here, so I just want to share with you few keywords first about the new world, or in our terminology, we call this period 9. So I'm going to share with you 3 points here. Are you guys ready? Yeah, just as a guideline first. Okay, for period 9. How many of you here want this? A success guide for period 9. Yeah, period 9 is a new world. If you don't know metaphysics, you can call this a post-pandemic world. Okay, great, nice. So now, in order to actually understand, I'm going to give you 3 points quickly here. Just now, when you look at the period 9, okay, let me show you back again. This to benefit some of you that actually learn metaphysics. This is a Li Gua. You see there are 3 lines here. This line represents fire in metaphysics. So therefore, the fire element actually sort of like represent or telling you what you can expect in period 9. So, and the first criteria here is of period 9, in order to succeed in the new tough world, you need to be fast, speed. Okay, all right. So you need to be fast, quick. You need to have speed. Why? Because fire element is just like they burn the forest, right? The fire spread quite quickly. So therefore, if you're someone, that very slow, right? You do things slowly. You want to wait everything to be all right before you make a decision. You might lose out in period 9. Yeah, whenever I mention speed, I'm not saying that you do things blindly. The real keyword of the word speed here is decisive. Okay, so how many of you here, you see yourself as someone decisive? Yeah, decisive doesn't mean you make decision quickly within seconds in a heartbeat. Doesn't mean like that. It just means that once you do your research, you make up your mind, then that's it. Okay, all right. So if you're someone decisive, then period 9 will reward you a lot. I'll just give you some head up here first. Okay, because it's a fire element, has to be fast, has to be decisive. Okay, because if you wait for too long, like I always tell everyone, right, whenever you spot opportunities, you better grab it, right? Because if you wait too long, when everyone knows about it, it's no longer considered opportunities. It's considered general knowledge. Okay, you don't want to wait until an opportunities become what? General knowledge, where everyone knew about it, right? So just like last time when I bought Bitcoin at the time, and they tell me everything is risky, right? So only a time that is keep rising up, then everyone know about it. So is it still an opportunities? No, right? Because everyone knew about it. Even you go to market, you talk to elderly, they also know about Bitcoin. That time is slightly too late. It become general knowledge. We don't want to do that, right? So in period 9, the first keyword here is about speed. So how about the second one? Because second one is about toughness in you, right? So tough doesn't mean that you act tough, right? It's just that you have a muscular body. It's not. This is emotionally you're tough. You're resilient. You don't crack under pressure. Yeah, why? Because if you look at now I explain on the why first for some of you learn metaphysics before, because Li Gua and Qian Gua is the early and later heaven, right? So Qian Gua represent the leader, they are tough. So it's a fire burning metal. So therefore they don't crack under pressure. Yeah, just like you want to forge a metal, right? You need to be tough. So therefore, emotionally, if you're someone that you're like the strawberry generation, just you cannot take it even a slightly criticism, and then you start crying, then you might need to do something about it. Because in period 9 for the winner is a tough person, right? Have to be resilient. Fortitude, is important here. Okay, all right, that's the second one. And the third, remember there are 3, and the third one here is this one we're talking about women power. So which means that you see a lot of female will actually occupy a lot of important high authority position in the country, in companies, right, or in the business world. You see a lot of them. They are great, capable women. A lot of female entrepreneurs, for example. So a lot of them, you will see mushrooming. Yeah. How many of you here, you just discovered you're female? Better check right now, right? Just to ensure first. Okay. If you discovered that you're female, Yeah, type the word me. Yeah, let me see. Okay, great. Wow, it's not easy, right, to discover. Some of you just suddenly discovered. Congratulations. Because you never discover, because no one asked you this question before, right? So you never ask yourself. That's why. Yeah, understand that. Understand that. Okay, now, then all the guy will say, pause for a while. Then what going to happen to us? Very simple. You want to benefit from them, don't you think? You need to think about what the woman market need, right? Right. So if you want to start a business, tell me, who is a big spender here? Where is a huge market in period 9? Women, right? They're big spender, right? So they afford to buy what? Cars. If you are female, if you're male and you're selling cars, yeah, you're selling automobile. So tell me, do you need to learn how to sell to women? It's a very different skill, you know? Agree or not, guys? Yeah, guys, if you learn to sell to males and sell to female is two totally different skills. You need to understand their subtitle. Yeah, it's not so straightforward. Yeah, whenever women say, I'm fine, means that it's not fine. Okay, I learned that the hard way. Yeah, so you must learn how to catch their subtitle. Agree? Yeah, so this is how it happened that way. So it's a different role. So if you're a guy, right? So hey, okay, how about cosmetic? Yeah, cosmetic would be a great one, right? So because how about beauty business? How about anti-aging products? Okay, so and how about because you see, because when they are capable and they have baby, who going to take care of their baby? Tell me. They're going to get a center, a nursery center or whatever, a childcare center, right? So do you realize that will be booming? Yeah, unless the husband willing to be a homemaker, then it's different, right? But most of the time, those are the areas. So I want to think a little bit about, this is a big picture, right? The big picture about period 9, and you see a lot of women leader, the uprising of women. Okay, great. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, so what I did just now to give you a head up on period 9, what to expect based on the reading of the Li Gua. I remember just now there are 3 lines. Yeah, even though it's just 3 lines, there's a lot of information we can derive from it. So some of you wondering what this 3 line is. This is the part of Yi Jing study. Or some of you actually remember that as I Ching. It's the same thing. Right? So the line basically is an image to tell you what to expect in period 9. Okay. All right. So now you know this. Okay, some of you say chubby woman. Yes. Yeah. Remember last time I mentioned before? Yeah, in period 9, the new beauty, chubby is a new beauty, basically. Okay. Yeah, I say this so many times until it becomes so natural to me. How many of you here consider you are chubby? Female. Type the word me. You are chubby? Okay, great. So don't do anything. You don't even need to lift your finger. You already pretty. Yeah. Yeah, chubby is the new black. Okay, but okay, I still remember when I conducted a class when I talked about period 9. This one is before the pandemic, and when I shared this piece of information, I saw a group of students. They say, yes, okay, give me 5, and then they hug each other, they're celebrating. Okay, sometimes it's always fun to have live classes. You can see their interaction, Yeah, there's a group of women, and then they say yes, and then they give high five to each other, and then they hug each other and jumping. So happy. Okay, yes, yeah, there's so, and of course now I can see some of the icon that you posted here. So now, but there are one distinction here, right? So there's a difference between chubby and fat. Okay, it's a fine line of distinction, but you need to be honest with it. Okay, so remember, I mentioned chubby, I'm not mentioned fat. Okay, so when you're chubby, there are no body shaming here, of course. Chubby means that in period 9, these are the beauty. It represents the symbol of beauty. Okay, and I want you to pay attention, not just listening to what I said. I want you to look at all the commercial right now, especially in the fashion commercial or in the banner. Do you realize that nowadays they're featuring more chubby women? I want you to think, right? Well, while you walk in a shopping mall or you came across certain advertisement of all the fashion brand, do you realize they start to actually move into that direction? Okay, yeah. So this is a sort of like an overview, a heads up for you for period 9. Okay, Nanita Ogawa asks, does it apply to guy? No. Yeah, this one only apply to human. I'm sorry. Okay, Carrier Ang say chubby and confident. Yes, nice. Okay, great. So now you know roughly what to expect. So now I want to zoom in into detail, right? So that one is is more on the big picture. So can we actually, the next question would be, can we actually zoom in on certain things we can do based on our chart? Yeah, so now we're going to slowly move on into personalization. Okay, so now is the time for to take out your parter chart. Take out your parter chart right now. Okay, great. So are you guys ready? Okay, so now how do we do this here? Remember we talked about there are 3 parter secrets to thrive, yeah, in the new world. Okay, there are 3 secrets here, and I'm going to share with you all these 3 secrets now on this session. Okay, so and the way I arrange this is it read like this. The secret to thrive in period 9 is this, NSL. Do you see it? By the way, can you able to see the slide? If you're able to see the slide, type the word yes. Yeah, because I saw some of you say you cannot see it. Okay, I think majority of you can see it, right? Okay, then thing is working. Okay, NSL. So, and there are 3 alphabet here. So the first one, yeah, let me start with the first one, the N. The N is the first thing you must actually acquire in period 9. Let me show you. Drum roll. Network. Okay. Okay. I like Angela Pang. I just saw the comment here. You say NSL stand for no slim lady. Wow, you're so creative, Angela. I like that. Okay, so yeah, you give me some idea. Next time I can do this. Give me another idea here. So now, today the N will stand for network. Okay, why is network? Because in period 9, this one is extremely important, especially I know network is important, I mean in all period, right? But in period 9 is extremely important because I think a lot of you here know that network is your net worth, right? So, and it's not about just what you know, it's about who you know. So, and especially in period 9, this network also represents your followers, your fans, or the tribe that you have, right? In nowadays, do you realize that a lot of key opinion leaders or YouTubers, they make a lot of money? Yeah, they make more money than CEO. A lot of them. Yeah, you might be surprised, right? You might wondering how come they just take few videos per day and then they enjoy the rest of the day, but yet they can make a lot of money. Yeah, because in period 9, network is everything. Okay, so and you should actually learn how to network before you need one, right? I don't want you to actually look for someone or to network only you need a job, right? You should actually network with everyone even before you need to ask any favor from them, right? That's how you build relationship. Yeah, we are not doing transaction here. So now, how many of you here consider yourself as a great networker? Okay, if you are considered, you type yes. If you are not, you just type the word no. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Okay, great. So now I'm going to actually share with you how do you actually track this element, yeah, in your parter, right? Because everything can be improved. Now I'm telling you, in period 9, you need to network, you need to connect. You cannot live a hermit life anymore, because if not, you're losing out a lot of opportunities in period 9. Okay, so network right now in period 9, like I mentioned just now, also represent followers, your fans. Okay, so now I want you to take up your budget because I'm going to teach you how to actually read the network portion, yeah, in your budget chart. Okay, guys, take out your budget chart, and at the same time, I'm going to share a sample chart on the screen. Okay, so give me a sec. I think the Zoom need me to download a plugin. Okay, I think I almost completed. Great. Okay, can you see a sample chart right now on the screen? Okay, so this is a chart here, and this is a sample chart, right? It's not your chart. Of course, you have your own chart. This is a sample chart. So in BaZi, we can, the easiest way to read BaZi here is you can look into 4 pillars first, right? We start with this. So what do I mean 4 pillars? Is the year pillars, year pillar, month pillar, day pillar, and hour pillar. All right. So each pillar cover this sector here. So for you, and so do the month, the day, and the hour. So when we talk about networking or your ability to network, we always look into the year pillar. Okay, so in this case here, this is the year pillar, right? Yeah, this is the year pillar I'm talking about here. So the year pillar in BaZi represent first contact, right? Because this is the most external pillar in your BaZi, right? So if there is something coming in, it will come through this direction. So you will touch the year pillar first, then the month, the day, and finally the hour. So whenever we're talking about first impression or the first contact, we look at the year pillar. Okay, so if the year pillar is beautiful, let's say, then you always have you always give a good impression to others. Okay, how many of you here met someone even before you talk to them, they already piss you off? Have you met someone like this? So very likely that person year pillar might not be working too well for him, right? Yeah, because this pillar govern first impression. Okay, so it has to be something cool, right? Okay, great. Yeah, so now how do we actually look into here? Yeah, since this one also represents your defense mechanism, because some of you here are not comfortable to talk to strangers, right? And then you need to give them more time for them to break their barrier. Then they feel more comfortable, they're ready to talk to you. So the year pillar also represent your first line of defense as well. Yeah, so BaZi is ready that way. Okay, now, first of all, then the next question here, you want to know, how do I, what kind of BaZi chart that actually have a great networker elements inside? Do you want to know this or not? Type the word yes if you want to know. Okay, all right, great. So now, I think all of us here already established the fact we only look at the year pillar here because it's represent networking, first impression, and first contact point. So now, there are a few ways to do it, but let me explain, show you one way to do this. I want you to check on the top here. The top here. So is it a yin or yang? Okay, is it yin or yang for you? So if it's yang, so a networker element need to be yin. Need to be yin first, right? So I don't know why it's not listed here. It should be listed here as yang metal for this. Okay, so it's a yang metal. So some of you are yin. So how do you know someone naturally they are born networkers? They are yin element on top. Okay, great. So you type yin, you have potential. It doesn't mean you like to network, but somehow you are gifted that way, right? If you want to train, it's easier for you. Better first impression, right? Okay, has to be yin. So check. If it's a yin element, then it'll be cool. Okay, then some of you, I saw the comment here, some of you is yang, right? Yeah, then so if you don't know, don't worry. Later on, you just plot again. I think the software will show you either is yin or yang. Okay, at least for now, you just make a note. You must see a yin first. Okay, All right, great. Later on, you'll find your way to discover whether it's a yin or yang. At least now we know yin is a great networker, one of the sign. Okay, now let's say you don't have this. All you need to do, just to scroll down a little bit, look at this part here. This is the bottom part. And then you want to see whether it's a yin or yang. Okay, this one is easy. If it's negative, it's yin. If it's negative, it's also yin. All right. So for this person, is it negative? Is it a minus sign or a plus sign here? Yes. Yeah. So now, even the top is not yin, yeah, but at the bottom is yin, right? Quite okay, what? Right? So there's a balance. So now I want you to actually look at your own chart. You look at your own chart right now, and then you tell me whether you contain the seed of a great networker or not. Just type yes or no. Wow. Okay. All right. Great. Nice. Nice. Okay. So now, do you want to learn? Okay, this is one way you can tell you are one, right? So if you don't have, then it's fine. Okay, yeah, just the solution here is to accept it. You just need to learn harder if you don't have it. All right, either one, either top or bottom. If there's a yin element, only these two places, of course, either here or here. Option A, option B. There are no C. All right, are you guys clear? If you have mixture, is fine. Okay, don't complain. You know, some of them don't have, or is yang. All right, if you have one, you have mixture, is good, is great. Okay, don't complain. Yeah, you should consider other people feeling that they don't have any yin element, and probably they are crying right now, they are sobbing right now, right? Okay, if you have mixture, is fine. Great. Now, let's say you don't have. Let's say you don't have, right? So in BaZi also can tell you there are certain years you can able to make more friends. How many of you want to know this? Yeah, because this chart is fixed, right? But every year is changing. There must be certain years that is considered the networking year for you, right? So do you want to know? Do you want to know this or not? So you can plan your time, your priority on which year have more, then going to spend more time doing that. Okay, great. So now in order to do that, since we're talking about when, right, then we need to look at the time, the changes. So let's say next year is 2023, as we are talking right now. Now is 2022. So next year is a water rabbit year. Okay, is a water rabbit. This is not your chart. Yeah, this is just the yearly element. So now, since this is the year, so now I want you to look at your animal sign. So in order to meet more friends, this element for this person is a horse, they must form a relationship with the rabbit first. Yeah, a combining relationship. So, but in BaZi, horse is not combining with rabbit. It's not. Okay, so let me tell you the animal sign that combines with rabbit. So it's dog, pig, and goat. Okay, let me repeat again. Dog, pig, and goat. So I want all of you here to check your year animal sign right now to see, do you have dog, pig, or goat? Okay, great. Only on the year, right? Because why I'm using the year? Because the year is represent your first contact. Okay, now let's use this example here. So is this a dog? So yes, right? So this is a dog, right? So next year, don't you think this person will have a lot of networking opportunities? Great. Okay, so there are only three: dog, pig, and goat. Okay, somebody asked, is a rabbit? Did I mention rabbit? No, right? Yeah, so that means it's no. Only three. Guys, repeat after me. Dog, pig, or goat. Only these three. Nice. Okay, great, great, great. So this is the one that you can actually look into. Don't you think this is useful for you? Right? By knowing BaZi, you can plan ahead. So, and this networking not only extend to people, right? So if you are a coach, you want to promote yourself, right? You want to build your followers. So on those year that combines with you, yeah, then it will be great. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is the thing that you can look into. Okay. So let me repeat again. Dog, okay, pig and goat. Only these three. Yeah, why? Because it combines with the rabbit. The rabbit is the grandeur of the year, powerful people. When you're able to combine with that means you can network with the people that matters. Yeah, someone that can help you. Someone from higher authority. Yeah, that's the reason. Yeah, because next is rabbit, right? So rabbit is the king. So do you want to be opposed to the king or you want to form alliance with them? Guys, do you want to be the opposition or not? Of course, no, right? You want to form alliance. Then in learning BaZi, you know that the dog will form alliance with rabbit, pig, and also goat. Okay, make sense? Understand now? Yeah, now I'm telling you a quick way, a stand-alone way, to actually plan how to do networking. So now, how many of you here, you are not so comfortable in doing networking? Yeah, you are very shy, just like me. Yeah, I don't like to talk last time. Okay. I rather spend time doing my own stuff. Okay, okay. Nice, nice. Okay. Can I share with you one of the way to help you to improve it? Do you want to know how to improve your networking skill? You want to do that? Okay, I think some of you probably already know this. Yeah, but for some of you don't have the benefit to get this piece of information. I would like to share with you right now, but there's a catch here. Yeah, there's a catch. And there's an expiry date for this. You're going to expire on 7th of October. 7th of October. So you still have time. So, but if you want to do it, you do it between now till October 7th. All right. So the technique I'm sharing with you here is to use achievement to help you to acquire this networking skill. Let me show you this. I already posted this. Some of you already got this. So do you see this achievement manifestation? We call this a master networker, right? And if you look at here, the time is September 7 till 7th of October. Okay. All right. And then don't worry. Yeah, it might look a lot of information for you, but I already recorded an audio that you can listen to it. I can guide you step by step. Yeah, how to do this. And I actually do this, uploaded this on my Telegram channel, right? So if how many of you here is you're my Telegram channel subscriber, type the word me. Okay. So if you are, yeah, you already know how to do this, right? You can log in there and then to see it. So if you, wow, so thank you. Wow, so many of you are already part of the Telegram group. Great, great, great. Okay, yeah, I do this monthly because the energy change every single month. So I'll post a new one roughly around 7 and 8 of every month. Okay, so if some of you are new here, you want to benefit from this, it's free by the way, right? All you need is just a commitment to join the channel, and then you can get all this information for free. So I'm going to actually type it on the screen. Some of you ask me what is the URL. Okay, pay attention to the screen right now. That is the URL, right? All you need to do just to install this in your Telegram channel, Telegram app, and then you just search my name and then just join. All right, there are plenty of great stuff there. So because whenever I have new ideas, normally I'm going to post it there as well. Okay, great. So now the next one. Yeah, the next one I'm going to talk about here. Remember just now we talk about two things, right? So we talk about network. So remember the NSL. So N stands for network. And then the second one is the S, right? The S actually stands for selling. Yeah, in period 9, if you cannot sell, you are out. Yeah, remember that. Okay, in period 9, you might need to write this down. If you cannot sell yourself, you are out because there are so many people competing with you. Let me tell you why. Because Li Gua. Remember just now the fire, the Yi Jing hexagram? The Li Gua is an impression, surface level, right? So therefore, it represents what? Impression, surface level, it represents marketing. So I know some of you might think, right? I'm accountant, I'm a HR, right? Why I need to learn how to market? Yeah, this is very important because if you don't market yourself, don't you think your chances of getting promotion is lower, guys? Right? You might be a lot of people might think as long as I'm hardworking, then my boss will promote me. No, it's not. Your boss also as busy or even busier than you, right? So they don't have time to understand every single thing you do until you tell them, right? So they can see the value in you. So think about this. Even you're not marketer, if sometime you need to actually get help from other department, don't you think your ability to ask and sell is very important to convince them to help you? Yeah, selling is very important, right? So even you go for interview, yeah, are you selling yourself? Yes. You try to market yourself, right? To put you in a better light, so to increase the chances of you got hired. So selling is your nothing more than your ability to influence someone. How many of you here don't like to sell? Yeah, you don't like to sell at all. Okay, yeah, now is a wake-up call. Okay, because they feel bad, right? Oh, he's a typical salesperson. Yeah, and I discovered something like this, right? Most of the time, yeah, people actually is not that they don't like selling. Yeah, most of the people, whenever they say that they don't like to sell because they don't like rejection. That's it. Agree? Right? They hate being rejected. It doesn't rhyme with them. They doesn't feel good about it. Right? So yeah, that is the real reason. Yeah, why I can tell this because every single day, yeah, as a consultant, I talk to so many different people. Yeah, I know this, right? So because a lot of people have a negative connotation to it, and once you know if something you are selling is something you going to use for yourself and your family, yeah, you don't have problem selling it because you know you're doing something good for them. Right. So, and of course, I'm not asking you to be a salesperson. I just want you to aware the importance of selling and market yourself in your job. If it's not, you have a tough time surviving in the workplace because the rest of the people in Period 9, they'll know how to market themselves. They promote themselves larger than life. Yeah, a lot of them. You might think, right, oh, they're sarcastic, they're liar, but they get ahead in life. Yeah, you cannot complain with results, right? You cannot do it. Doesn't mean they are a bad person. They are not harming people. Yeah, they just learn how to promote themselves. So you might say, if you don't do it, what will happen? The rest of your colleague will do it. Yeah, more and more people like this. They know how to package themselves. Yeah, they know how to actually create certain atmosphere. Yeah, that somehow you think they are powerful. Okay. Yeah, so these are the part here. So selling basically means influence. So every time let's say I want to sell something, must be something that I use myself every day and something I will recommend to my family. Yeah, then I can sell. If something that I wouldn't even recommend to my own family, then I don't want to sell it, right? Because I don't think morally is something that I should do that, right? If something not good, why should I sell it? So every time you want to sell something, you want to influence something in your barter chart, yeah, there are certain people, they are great in selling. Yeah, they are great in selling. So I'm going to show you. Yeah, you want to check this part because maybe you want to hire someone, right? Maybe you are the boss in the company. You want to have a quick glance whether this person have this selling ability. So let me show you how. Okay, let me bring out the chart right now. Okay, great. So now for selling, right? In barter, when we talk about selling, we talk about this. Yin, Ting Fire, Yin. I remember this character. So you want to check this character whether exists within these boundaries or not. Only here. Okay? All right. So now, can you check in this chart here? Does this person have this element? Yes. Where is it? Here, right? You see one here? Okay, now check your chart. It could be anywhere within the rectangle I just demarcate here. Doesn't matter it's hidden stem or on top, right? Do you see this character or not in the start? Only yes or no, right? Don't care whether it's in your hidden stem or the top heavenly stem, doesn't matter. Okay, great. So now you see it. For this person, yes, of course, right? So this person have those character. Yeah, let's say you want to add one more layer of depth here, right? So this one is in the year, right? So do everyone know this person good in selling? Yes, because here pillar represent what? First impression. It's not hard. Right? Yeah. So selling doesn't mean you need to ask people to buy something when, selling basically means you're able to influence people to think differently. Okay? You're able to influence people to think differently. A lot of people think must be a transaction like that. No. So let's say someone are quite depressed. He just lost his job. But after talking to you, then he feel great again. He found new hope. Is it selling? Yes. What are you selling? Possibility. That's powerful. You're selling faith. You're selling hope to be better. So if that person able to see it, don't you think the person's life will change? Yes. Are you doing great stuff? Are you making impact? Yes. Okay. Yeah. So that is selling. Yes. Ability to influence, ability to convince you let people to see the true value, what they should do right now. Yes. If everything you say, the people disagree, then probably your selling skill is not that good, right? Yeah, but never mind, this can be honed, right? You can hone the skill, but now we can just check the chart first. Okay, how to do this? Okay, so just now that one, the Think Fire, that one is a one-to-one selling, one-to-one. Okay, it's like a consultant, psychology. If you have some issue, you see some people call this a string, is it? So they go and see a psychologist. So therefore, it's something. It's one-to-one. Okay. So but there are one kind of selling influence is one-to-many. One-to-many means that you stand on stage, you teach, you influence people, and then people normally they don't like to dance. But the moment you stand on stage, you push them to dance, then everyone dance with you. Like Julia actually said correctly here, it could be motivational speaker, right? Something like Tony Robbins, right? They can bring up the energy of the whole room, the stadium even. Okay, so that one is different. Just now the Think Fire is one-to-one. Are you guys clear? I haven't shared with you one-to-many yet. I just want you to know there are two parts here. Yeah, for you to discover in the chart. So let's say you are a consultant. You are you doing one-to-many or one-to-one? One-to-one. Okay, because it's a private coaching, right? It's one-to-one. So, and if you're talking about one-to-many, I will say that the area you want to actually look into is the 5 structures. Okay. Now let me show you again. Okay, I want you to scroll down to here. This is called the 5 structures. So in the 5 structures, this is a summary of the energy from your parter chart, right? Instead of looking at each character, this one presented you in the strength or in the numeric form. So, and I want you to look at, because now we want to actually discover whether this person is a one-to-many, right? So if you look at the output element, if it's 70 and above or above. So for this person, it's 100%. Do you see it here? Okay. So now I want you to check your chart. What is the rating? The beige color diagram, not the purple color. I'm using the beige color diagram. Okay, great. Some of you are 80. So it's very fast, right? You just practice few times, then you get the hang of it. Right? So 80, I would say 70. I'm being lenient here. Okay, but the higher is better. Okay, if you look at Steve Jobs' chart, yeah, output is strong as well. Okay, that's why you see where he stand on stage. Have you seen the late Steve Jobs doing presentation when he launched a product? Right, a lot of people actually study his skill, yeah, his delivery, how he actually sells something, presents something. Yeah, that is the ultimate one. Okay, all right. So I know some of you are zero. How many of you are zero here? Zero element. Okay, type the word me if you have maybe you're less than 30%. All right, okay. I know you're a bit grumpy right now. Yeah, just type in that. Let me see. All of you here are 30 or below. Okay, all right. Okay, so so now either it's missing, if zero mean is missing and all those things. So in a later parser study, then this one you can actually work around this, right? But it's too complicated to show you right now. But I can tell the techniques here. The techniques here is called shifting palace technique. Shifting, right? You shift the position. So you might write down first. You can do your own research on that. Whenever, how many of you here you don't like certain missing element or certain thing is missing in your chart? So one of the way to navigate those problems is using a shifting palace technique. How many of you here learned that technique before? Shifting palace. Yeah, it's a very traditional way of doing it, but it's very effective. Right? Some of you learn how to do that very good. But shifting palace also different technique, right? They are also divided into two different things. So yeah, so when we have time, we can talk about it, but it's too technical to talk about it right now. Okay, I thought sometime before that one is a one layer, right? But there are different layer, depends on what you want to achieve here. Okay, so but now you know this is the technique you're referring to. So do you find today what I shared so far useful for you? Do you like today information? We talk about great. Okay. So just now we talk about the N stand for network, and then the S stand for selling in period 9, and then or the new world, and the L. Yeah, let's talk about the L here. The L stand for leverage. Okay, yeah, just write down first. The L stand for leverage. So what do I mean leverage? Leverage means maybe I put it this way, right? So why we need leverage? Because all of us will get old. I know everyone will agree with me when I say, right? Eventually, I don't care how youthful you are right now, eventually all of us will get old. Agree or not? This is the cycle of life. Yeah, no amount of achievement or whatever that can stop the process. Yeah, you can delay it a little bit, but eventually, yeah, you need to give space for the new thing to born, right? Yeah, to evolve. So therefore, why we need leverage? Because you know that since you're going to get old, so do your energy will dissipate eventually, right? You will get weaker. So you might not have the same intensity, the same energy that you had before. Yeah, I don't care how committed you are. Okay, so now, once you know this, once you know this, if you look in the athletes world, they call the player is what? Already past their prime. Even they used to be the great players in the world. Do you see all of the, how many of you here like sports? Either soccer or basketball, no matter how great they are, how committed they are, the moment they're beyond their prime, yeah, they cannot do the thing they used to do, right? So therefore, how does this apply to us? Which the word leverage means that you no longer using your energy to make money, right? You use money to make money. Yeah, that's what I mean. So therefore, in period 9, you must, right? You must acquire something that you can leverage on. Yeah, this is very super important in period 9, simply because in period 9, job security no longer exists. Yeah, you can out of job anytime. Okay, because the job landscape changing a lot of things. I'm telling you, because it's a Li Kwa talking about technology, a lot of jobs will be obsolete and replaced by robots or other technology, or make a lot of jobs become irrelevant. Right, become irrelevant already, right? So if you don't have this leverage part here, then there'll be a problem. Okay, so now, how many of you here see importance of this? Yeah, the last one, the leverage part. Okay, great. So now, there are so many ways. How many of you here want to know you are actually given so-called a gift of investing? Now you want to know this or not? A quick way to do this using traditional BaZi. Okay, so now I'm going to show you quickly here how do you do this. Okay, this technique here is called a Sensha BaZi, or the auxiliary stars. How many of you here heard about this technique before? This is just one of the BaZi techniques. Okay, some yes, some is not. Yeah, this is a very ancient technique. So I'm going to share with you how to do this. And if you look at your chart, right, your BaZi chart, this Sensha method or auxiliary star method, actually, if you scroll down your chart, we are looking at here. All these are auxiliary stars, right? How many of you here wondering, like, what is the Emperor star mean? What is the dragon means? What is the heavenly chef means? How many of you actually wonder what does it mean? Or like a brutal defeat? All of this here is called Sensha BaZi, Sansa. Okay, but this is the annual one. So now I'm going to actually teach you one techniques of this Sensha method. Yeah, this is let me show you the screen first. The technique I'm going to share with you here is this one of the star called the Jade Hall star. Remember just now there are so many, right? Brutal defeat, dark sky, and relief god, sky relief, sky horse, study hall, Taiji nobleman. There are so many. One of it is called Jade Hall. Why this Jade Hall? Because Jade Hall represents leverage. Now, since we are talking about leverage, then this star here is extremely important. So now, do you want to know, do you have a permanent Jade Hall star in your chart or not? Do you want to know? Because now you don't know, right? But Jade Hall is great investors, right? They can make better decision more than anyone else. Okay, great. So in order to do this, you must know your day master, right? So do you know your day master first? Type in your day master on the chat box right now if you know your day master. Okay, great. I think all of you here know your day master, right? Okay, let's say to benefit some of you are very new here, let me show you quickly how to identify your day master first. Okay, your day master is here. So for this person is what? This person is G Earth. You see a J-I-E-A-R-T-H for this person, all right, under the day, right under the day, okay? So now I'm going to tell you the Jade Hall, because if you have this, then you have sort of like given certain talent in investment. It doesn't mean you're going to win every investment, but you have talent. So you need to actually go and study more to become great at it, okay? Now, so I'm going to go through quickly here. So now start with Yang Wood Day Master, Jia Wood, J-I-A, Jia. Okay, so Jia Wood. How many of you here are Jia Wood? Jia Wood, okay, great. So your Jade Hall is Ox. Okay, now for all the Jia Wood Day Master, your Jade Hall is ox. So do you have ox in your chart or not? Okay, if you have it, means you have a permanent Jade Hall. Okay, it could be appear in where? The year, month, day, or hour. Okay, all right. So next one. Yi wood. Second one. How the word be if you're Yi wood? How many Yi wood here? All right. So if you are Yi wood, then your Jade Hall is a rat. Do you have a rat in your chart, either in the year, month, day, or hour? Yeah, it's a great stuff in the new world. It's the leverage stuff. This is the money work hard for you. Okay? Yeah, but if you don't have, don't worry, right? There's so many ways to work around this. Like I mentioned just now, there's a shifting talents method, but let's focus on this first. All right? So now either yes or no first. So the third one is Bing fire. B-I-N-G, Bing. Right? There is a Bing fire. Then that is the pig for you. Do you have a pig? Yes? Yeah, pig is the one. So if you are Ting fire, the next one, if you are Ting fire is rooster. If your day master is a Ting fire, D-I-N-G, then your Jade Hall is rooster. Great. So now, if you are Yang Earth, how many Wu Earth here? W-U, Wu Earth. Okay, great. If you're Wu Earth, then you get a goat. You've got a goat in your chart. Great stuff. Protect it at all costs. What do you mean protect it? Sometimes there'll be a clash, right? So now you just know if you're Wu Earth, then it's a goat animal sign. All right. So now, how many of you here are Chi Earth? Chi Earth. Chi Earth. If your Chi Earth is monkey, yeah, it's a monkey. All right. So let me show you an example. I want an example here. So at least you know, for some of you are beginner, right? Just now I say Chi Earth, right? So is this person is a Chi Earth? Yes. So which means that you need to check for monkey. So is it a monkey on the year? No. Month also no. Is a rooster. This is not. The hour pillar, there's a monkey. So do this person have Jade Hall? Guys? Do this person have it? Yes. Great. Permanent. Yeah, now you see. Yeah, now you see how to actually got this. All right. So now, Geng metal, G-E-N-G. Geng metal. If your Geng metal is good. Yeah, it's a good. All right. It's a good. And if it's a Sin metal, X-I-N, Sin metal, then it's a horse. Okay. And how many of you here are rainwater? Rainwater, anyone? Okay. If your rainwater is snake, you have a snake in the chart? Okay. And finally, gui water, G-U-I, right? Gui water. If you're gui water, you need a rabbit to form a Jade Hall. Okay. So these are the star here. So what I just told you just now, this one is the auxiliary star method. Okay, for this. So, and if you can see this in your chart, then you'll be great. But this is not the only thing, right? But at least it get you to start somewhere to do this. So now, just now we're talking about what? NSL, right? Networking, and then selling. S stand for selling. And then the last one is leverage. Okay. All right. So now, do you learn a lot today? Yeah, I want to know some of your feedback. Do you like what you learned? Is it useful information? Yeah, for you to set your direction. Okay, great. So now, I want you to aware of one thing. Yeah, learn a lot is great. You feel happy. but it doesn't mean there'll be a real change happening, right? We always feel good when we learn something. So I always talk about there are two camps here. One is a learning marathon. Have you met someone that keep learning stuff? They go virtually to all the available seminar in the market, right? They're doing it. And then, but after 5 to 10 years, you only discover their life doesn't change, but they learn a lot. They know a lot of stuff until they confuse themselves. I call this a learning marathon group. Have you have some friend like this or not? No matter what seminar they're going to join until a point that they're confused. Okay. So I don't want you to confuse between learning marathon versus real change. Yeah, real change doesn't mean you must learn like a learning marathon, right? It's a huge difference here. So how many of you here want to transit from learning marathon into a real change application? Yeah, why I can tell you this? Because I actually consulted, I think since I was started on this career, I consulted more than 5,000 people, I think. Yeah, more than that. So I can get to see the pattern on human behavior. Of course, I always encourage learning, but it doesn't stop there. But most of the people that stop there, they keep thinking, as long as I learn more, my life will become better. And it doesn't, right? Because they feel to do one thing. So I'm going to share with you right now. But let me ask you first. How many of you here at this moment, the life doesn't go the way you wanted? It doesn't happen the way you wanted right now. And you feel so pissed off and you ask, why me? Okay. All right. So let me tell you, let me share with you first. How do you actually address this issue? It's real pain, right? It's not something, it's real, it's painful, it's suffering. And why I can tell this, because I talk to all these people every single day. So, and all of us have challenges. As we are human, we have challenges. You might think, right, hey, Iverson, you don't have any problem. I do have problems as well, right? So it's more on how do you work around this. So, and your life will change the moment you understand the fact that your problem is not unique. Okay? At this moment right now, right, are there people suffering? Or they could be losing someone, or they are in pain in the whole world. Guys, are there people right now, they are in a danger situation, and all they hope for is just to live one more day? Yeah, a lot. Right? But are there people right now celebrating as well? Or maybe they're having their first kiss, they're enjoying, or they just got promoted? Right? If you want to take in all the bad, you also need to actually take in all the good as well. Right? So why I'm saying it's not unique, because there are a lot of people, even they're suffering even worse than what you are feeling right now. Therefore, I just want you to know your suffering here, yes, it's painful, but it's not unique, right? Because if you think that you're really unique, right? Let me share with you this one. 30,000 charts. Even your Pater chart is not unique. I'm telling you right now. So, which means that there are 29,999 living person on earth right now that have exactly the same chart with you. Okay, so do everyone. Right? So, and now the next question here is, how about Elon Musk? Do you know Elon Musk? Right? So, which means that there are so many, around 30,000 charts, also same chart with Elon Musk. So the next question, the smart question here is, why there are one Elon Musk in the world? Have you actually think about this? Right? If Pater can dictate where your destination is, there are so many charts similar with his chart, like 30,000 charts. Why there are only 1 billionaire? Okay, so you talk about environment and all those things. Okay, so do you want to know the answer? Do you want to know the answer here? Okay, great. So let me share with you this. Is because, can you see the screen right now? There's two things called the default destiny and altered destiny. Yeah, default is if you do nothing, there's a default destiny going on. But if you know what to do with it, you can get into the author destiny realm. How many of you here interested to know this? Okay, yeah, so this is something new, right? I'm telling you, yeah, I'm going to explain to you the answer why there are only someone like this. Because whenever I mention default destiny, is because when you look at your parter chart, remember this is your parter chart, this is your day master. After you, even though it's the same chart, but there are 7 paths you can pursue in your chart. Yeah, and different path you pursue. Either you're using I just put it into number 7 here, which means that there are 7 different alternate destiny you can look into. Yeah, and also depends on how soon you start, right? If you start young, it'll be very different, right? So, but basically there are 7. So if you're talking about altered destiny, which means that you can actually take a different path here, even the same parter chart, that will lead you to different outcome. Yeah, I know. Is it the first time you're hearing this? Right? Because I also ask myself this question. Yeah, why same parter chart, different destiny? Yeah, this is a 7. Yeah, so if you learn Qigong, this is a 7-star path. Right? Depends on 7 North Deeper star. It could be. So are you interested to learn this? The altered destiny? Yeah, so means that you have a choice. Right? You have a choice, even the same chart. So then the parter chart will never be the same again, the way you look at it. Okay? So, okay, if you want to learn this, type the word me in the chat box. Let me see how many of you here interested to know more about this. Okay, great. Okay, allow me to show you this. All right. I'm also very excited about this. I tested this a lot. Yeah, I do a lot of research in metaphysics since 7 years ago. I keep questioning why these people like this, why same chart is different, and this is the answer. And this group here is the first group I actually tell you about this path here. Okay, all right. So therefore, once I know all these things, I'm so excited to share with you. There's something new, yeah, because I'm going to actually put all this knowledge into something I can share with everyone in my new program called Ancient BaZi Secrets. Yeah, the art of self-reinvention. Yeah, so, and I'm going to conduct this 2 days program. It's a new program. I haven't taught it before, right? And I use a lot of ancient technique and then combined with on my research, and therefore this program is one. Okay, so, and this program I will be conduct on 10 to 11 of December 2022, and it's live stream, so which means that you can actually learn this right at the comfort and from your own home. Okay, wow, so many of you already signed up. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you for that. I haven't launched this publicly yet. Today is the one. Previously is to the private group. So that's why some of you here already joined. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for your support. So for some of you are new, would you like to learn this or not? Yeah, share with me. Are you interested on this? Yeah, I only teach this once, and I'm sure that you're going to benefit a lot. You can you see parts in a different way, and you discover that 10 God is just kindergarten. I don't talk about 10 gods, right? It's important, but now there's another layer coming up. Okay, so and how do you actually do this here is I want to share with you one thing first, why I'm doing this, right? Because when I have the privilege to watch the evolution of Chinese metaphysics, right? It starts off as fortune telling, where people talk about prediction or as if like your life is carved in stone. There's fortune telling, and then you go to an era they shift from fortune telling into know-how, right? Know-how means what? They'll tell you, according to your chart, you should do this, you should do that. According to your chart, you cannot do that. Sound familiar? Okay, your chart, you should do more marketing. This chart here, you should do more as accounting. Yeah, that is the know-how era, which in fact is there right now. That's what get people attracted to Chinese metaphysics. But there's another evolution happening in metaphysics, right? Why? Because think about this, right? A lot of people know what to do, and do you agree? They just don't do what they know. How many of you agree with me with this? right? Even after you know your partner chart, yeah, you know, okay, do this, but most of the time people don't do what they know, or they give up too soon, right? So yeah, why? Yeah, it's not about the knowledge. Knowledge nowadays is abundance. You can search from Google anywhere, right? It's about the person. So the next evolution of Chinese metaphysics is self-reinvention. Yeah, that is period 9 beyond. Right? I'm telling you, it's starting right now. Yeah, and it's catching up real fast. Okay, this is about becoming the right person. Yeah, how many of you here need this part? Yeah, I'm telling you, this is a trend. Yeah, moving forward. At least from my view, this is how it works. So the know-how slowly will get saturated because people already have so much information, right? That's why, as some of you told me, you have a lot of information, but don't know how to act on it. Therefore, the third part here is extremely important. Agree? Okay. So now let me share. Some of you ask me, what do I cover in this program? There are certain things in my mind and share with you. I'm going to talk about this default and altered destiny. Remember just now we talked about that, right? I'm going to actually discuss about this. So it's like this. Default means that if you find something good in your default destiny, you keep it. All right. You just need to ignore the bad one, and then you use the altered destiny, the good side of the altered destiny. So you get the best of the both worlds. All right. So how many of you here like this learning, default and altered destiny? Yeah, I haven't teach this before. And this is the first time and probably the only time, because as you know, my style, I never like to repeat my program twice. So this is it. Then, and of course, we'll share with you more. Reset the playing field. Yeah, this is where a lot of people say, I don't have this element, I don't have output, I don't have water element, I don't have noble people, I don't have peach blossom, right? How come my life is like that? My element is not balanced. So would you like to reset the playing field so you can compete equally? How many of you would like that? That's where the shifting palace coming in. Remember we talked about the shifting palace? Yeah, when you're missing certain element, how do you use shifting palace to change it and then to work on a different perspective? Yeah, this is about the shifting palace is all about. Okay, and how about the third one? I also plan to talk about navigating big challenges in life. Would you like to know the timing? Yeah, where certain crisis that their probability will happen is high, so you can get prepared on it by understanding the 60 pillars in your partner, the relationship between the 60 pillars. So because a lot of people will ask, right, in Cantonese we call tai kip, right? So in English we just say big challenges in life, time it and navigating it. Okay, yeah, this one I'm going to talk about. How many of you here see by learning all these three alone, you will see a lot of value in your life? Yeah, this is under the Ancient BaZi Secrets. Okay, now this is a part where it gets interesting. Self-mastery protocol, right? I know a lot of people know what to do. They procrastinate or they worry a lot or their lack of clarity, right? They know what to do, but they don't do what they know. So it's all about self-mastery, right? So therefore, in BaZi, when we read the BaZi, we look at the pattern of energy. So how do you actually change someone thinking is to interrupt the pattern, right? Otherwise, most of us keep doing almost the same thing every single day. Agree? Yeah, most of it is unconscious because we keep doing it or in the past, we just keep doing it in the near future. So how do we break the pattern? We call this BaZi interrupt pattern. Okay, that's why it's called self-mastery. So how about health energy trigger point? How many of you here actually know that health is very important? Is it very important? Yes, of course. All right. So, and everyone trigger point is different. Some people through food, some people through exercise, all right, some people through work empowerment. You want to know this part, right? Study more about your health energy. Do you like this topic? Yeah, this is an additional thing I put inside because in period 9, health, especially mental health, is one of the key concern. Okay, yeah, so that's why we talk about this part. And how about relationship blueprint secrets? Okay, this one not just intimate relationship, all right? Yeah, but how about networking? How do you build a network with other people? Yeah, remember just now we talked about our networking is important, right? So this one also is bigger than just intimate relationship. Okay. And one more thing here is how about I combine Bazi with Yijing. Some of you learn Yijing to help you to find the path to happiness, inner peace, and life purpose. How many of you need this? Your lack of clarity, right? You're sort of like going through life, but you don't feel truly fulfilled. So this is how I'm going to teach you how do you actually combine Bazi and Yijing together to help you to actually achieve this. Is this content is something you like or not? Okay. All right. So now let me break it down here. As you shown on the screen, if you study metaphysics before, they are heaven, earth, and man. So why I break it down here? So I want you to actually connect between the cosmic trinity between heaven, earth, and man, because all of these belong to three different categories. So you're able to align all together in one axis, heaven, earth, and man. Yeah, that is the power of the BaZi Ancient Secrets. Okay. All right. So that's why I'm showing here the how to use Yijing and BaZi. There are 7 steps to success and happiness. And of course, I'm going to show you some of the important Sensha BaZi. How many of you here like Sensha BaZi just now? You know, so there are some of them are powerful, important. I'm going to show those are stars so you can learn more into details. The auxiliary star. Just now we talked about the Jade Hall, right? Yeah, there are others. There are some other stars also very powerful and important. Okay, great. And much more. All right. So now, let me summarize this. Yeah, all of the thing I covered just now is under this Ancient BaZi Secrets, and it will be on live stream on 10 to 11 December 2022. Okay, so how many of you here interested on this? Okay, all right, great. So now, if you like this, here, there you go. This is the investment of the program, $997 US. And this is where you get, the team will actually post the link for to sign up. But since this is a online, so we're able to save the cost of renting the hall, then you can actually learn this right the comfort of your own home at only $497. Okay, there you go. This is the Ancient BaZi Secrets program, right? So at the below here is the enrollment link, joeyap.com/ABS. Then you can click on here to actually enroll yourself in. Okay, I'm very excited for this program. I hope you do as well. And some of you actually asking, just now I saw the comment here, would I able to benefit from this if I am a beginner? Yeah, the answer is yes, right? So I'm going to share with you here is you can benefit this even you're a beginner, because this one is about application and how do you use the BaZi Ancient Secret to help you to actually create fulfillment in life. Okay. All right, great. That's the link. You can go there and actually, and oh, by the way, one more thing. One more thing here. So they have a bonus, right? So to encourage you, yeah, to actually pursue this education with us, this journey with us. So do you want bonus? How many of you here like bonus? Okay, type the word yes. If you like bonus. Okay, so today's bonus, if you sign up today, yeah, the bonus here is I'm going to talk about a very unique webinar, talk about 5 checkmate moves in the year of Water Rabbit 2023. Okay, so we're going to analyze the thing about 2023 and remember checkmate. When you call checkmate, victory move, right? So in the year of Water Rabbit. So I'm going to actually conduct this in a private setting. It's a private group. So I hope you can actually part of this as well. And if you're joining the BaZi Ancient Secrets, yeah, you're going to get this bonus. All right. Do you like this bonus? At least help you to plan ahead, yeah, for 2023. Yeah, give you the confidence, give you all the tools, right? What to avoid, right? What to do more. Okay. So, and this is the one here. And now, some of you asked if you signed previously, will you get this? Yes, you're going to get this. And let's say you cannot attend the date itself, yes, there'll be a replay. Yeah, talk to the team for more details. There'll be a replay for it. I saw Pila asking, right? It cannot be live. Yes, there'll be a replay. Okay. So read in the chat box. I think they're already connected to you. So, and now, for the first 30, yeah, opening the slot again. So beside the 5 checkmates move for 2023, for the first 30, you're going to get one more bonus. Yeah, one more. Okay, let me show you. Yeah, this one particularly I like a lot as well. And there you go. Soulmate analysis using BaZi. How many of you like this? Okay, have you wondered that how do you see the soulmate in your BaZi chart? Right? What kind of image of it? How do you know if you discovered one? Yeah, probably this is something, yeah, you can learn as well. This is part of the bonus. Yeah, so I know a lot of people are interested on this and a lot of people asking me to do this. And therefore, I decided not to sell this, but include this part of the bonus program. Okay, all right, great. So let me summarize this for you. There you go. There's an Ancient BaZi Secrets, the one, and then you get a first bonus for 5 checkmate moves. And then you also get, for the first 30, you're going to get this second bonus called the Soulmate Analysis with BaZi. So in total, if you sign this individually, the total will be 1,591. But if you actually enroll now, you can get everything above just for the fraction of the price at 497. Okay, all right. So this is how you can look. Yeah, this is an education program. I know that, and I'm going to push you to do something. Yeah, not just to learn something and then you forgot about it, just having a great time. No, right? So we must see results, right? So the program I conducted, there will be something you must do, right? There's an action plan, right? That recommended, right? So you must do something, right? Otherwise, you waste your time and then and waste your investment and everything, right? No, right? So commit to it. So this is the one here. So the whole thing here is about strike the right chord in your BaZi. Yeah, it must be a right chord. Okay, so this is a summary here. Yeah, if you're interested to be the first 30 to get a soulmate analysis using BaZi, this is a time to actually go for it. Okay, and I'm sure that some of you attended my previous program. Yeah, you know that this would be every time I go over time, right, guys? How many of you attended my programs? I did give a lot of stuff, right? So much of it. Yeah. So and do you like the way I conduct the program? Right? Easy to understand, right? Great. Okay. Yeah. So I'll actually going to actually put a lot of information in this program. Why going to put a lot? Because I only conduct this once only. So therefore I go to go all inside. Okay. So if you're interested, talk to the team and click the link, secure your enrollment. Then you not only get the BaZi Ancient Secrets, where you're going to learn the Shifting Palace method and the Altered Destiny method. You also get the new bonuses, the 5 checkmates move, and also the soulmate analysis using BaZi, all in one. Okay, so and why I'm designing, there's a reason I conduct all this topic, because period 9 is coming. All of these are related to period 9. Yeah. So the relationship, because you know that in period 9, I would say a lot of people they have this loneliness a lot, right? So how do we actually address this issue? And the BaZi Ancient Secrets is to make you. Yeah, remember there are 3 evolution, right? We talk about fortune telling, and then know-how, and finally period 9 is about self-reinvention. So the reason I designed Ancient BaZi Secrets is to attack or to address the self-reinvention, because that is the thing that make all the difference. Because in period 9, we are not stuffed of information, yeah, which in fact we are overloaded with information, but yet we are stuffed of wisdom. Yeah, so that is the part. So hopefully, I will do my best to help you to become a happier person, you know, and live a life that you truly deserve. Okay, all right. That's the whole purpose I created this. So I hope you enjoy. So guys, do you enjoy today's sharing? Today's sharing about the 3 BaZi secrets to thrive in the new world. Okay, more to come, right? Thank you. Yeah, first of all, I would like to thank you all of you here for tuning in. And I would like to thank the team JY as well, spending their time, doing all these arrangement, all invite link and all these things to make today's webinar possible. And wow, I think some of you here actually attended this during a very odd hours. Thank you for that. Thank you for your support. So I hope to see you guys in our near future event, and maybe some of you are through a Telegram channel, whatever. Keep in touch. All right. So thank you for your time. I see you soon. I'm Iverson Lee. Have a great life ahead. Thank you.